Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 8 and today we're going to present about the air conditioner maintenance and installation at Faculty of Electrical and Electronic Engineering FKEE. So this is our team members. Our team consists of 4 members, which is me Nur Arna binti Halim act as a project consultant, Betty Hoy Yukli as a project manager, Fatin Atira binti Muhammad Asri as a project coordinator, and the last one is Nur Aisha binti Azman as a team leader. So this is our agendas for today's presentation. It is consists for introduction, business case, problem or opportunity, about the project, project sensibility, scope of the project, communication plan, project risk, project timeline, maintenance schedules, floor plan, and the last one is project resource, which is budget.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aisha binti Azman, DE 190068. I will explain the introduction of our project. The first modern air conditioner was invented in 1902 by Willis Heavenly Carrier, a skilled engineer who began experimented with the loss of humidity control to solve an application problem at a heating plant in Brooklyn, New York. As we all know, in non-inverted type air conditioner, the motor speed remains constant and temperature is adjusted by turning the motor on and off, which consume more energy, whereas in inverted type air conditioner temperature is adjusted by changing motor speed without turning the motor on and off, which consume less energy. In this project, we utilize the inverter air conditioner since it allows us to control the compressor speed. The embedded sensor can also regulate power based on room temperature, resulting in less electricity consumption and improve energy efficiency. We choose an inverter conditioner rather than non-inverter air conditioner because inverter can defect fluctuation in temperature. System conserve energy, which benefit the environment. In other words, the air conditioner that we use can keep the room temperature stable by cooling when it rises above the set temperature and heating when it falls below the set temperature. Besides, air conditioner that we implement in our project will cool the Faculty of Electrical and Electronic Engineering using a cold indoor coil known as the evaporator. Together, heat is released outside via the condenser, which is a hot outside core. The core for the evaporator and condenser are symmetric to being surrounded by aluminium fields. Typically, this tube is made of copper. I will explain the business case. To create a productive work and study environment, maintenance of air conditioner is crucial. This is because many problems could arise with lack of maintenance service. So this project will cover for laboratories in one will do. People always tend to save cost in every aspect, right? So therefore this project will schedule a monthly maintenance service to every air conditioning unit in these building laboratories. Furthermore, this project we aims to promote the installation of inverter type of air conditioning because it is energy efficient and less harmless to the environment. This will not only benefit the students and staff of the faculty but also to the university itself.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Arna binti Halim, number 3 DE1059. So I will continue the presentation. So this is our problem and opportunities. As we can see, there are 2 problems that we gain from this project, which is the first one is there is no fixed maintenance schedules, and for the problem number 2 is the air conditioner has not been changed to the inverter type. So for the problem number 1, this is caused because the air conditioner not blowing cool air, leakage of refrigerants, and also leakage of water. For the problem number 2, we know nowadays people rather use the non-inverter type air conditioner because it's cheap, but they didn't know that the non-inverter type of air conditioner is high electricity bill covered by the organization rather than the inverter type. So this is about the project. There are objective of the project and goals of the project. So for the objective of the project, the objective is to provide the maintenance service in a timely manner of a long period of time, and the second one is to increase the installation of inverter type of air conditioner. So for the goals of the project is to provide a fixed schedules of the air conditioner maintenance service to the faculty while providing installation service whenever it's needed. So this is our project sensitivity. There's consists for characteristic and dimension. So for the characteristic of project sensitivity, it consists for the implementability, manageability, and also the maintainability. So for the ability, this project is realistic, practical, achievable, and implementable. For the maintainability, the maintenance of air conditioner can be done, and it also can be coped with the changing environment. And for the manageability, we have the organization structure, the specific roles and responsibility. Okay, so for the dimension of the project sensitivity, to continue the maintenance of the project facilities, we need to make a scheduled maintenance of air conditioner, and to maintain the environmental stability, we need properly maintain the equipment that will produce the least waste, and we need to use the inverter type of air conditioner because it's energy efficient.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Fatih Antira Mama Ice Cream. My mention number is DE190050. So I will continue the presentation with the scope of the project. This project will be carried out at G1 building, which is the old building of Faculty Electrical and Electronic Engineering. The main planning of this project to do a maintenance schedule for existing air conditioner. For the laboratory with no air conditioning unit, the inverter type of air conditioner will be suggested before installation process begin. The type of air conditioner installation will be varied according to the size of the room. Upon the completion of the project, each air conditioner will have its fixed maintenance schedule to ensure a productive working and study environment. And we have a few communications. The first one is project status report. For project status report, usually used to review project status and discuss the potential issue or delays. This project status report will update weekly and by using an email. Next is team stand up. For team stand up, the goal is to discuss what each team member did yesterday and what they will do today and any blockers that happen. So usually the team stand up, it will be updated by the email, and the method that we're going to use is meeting for project review. It's used to present project and get any feedback and discuss for the next step. Next is post-mortem meeting. For post-mortem meeting, usually we're going to make it at the end of the project. This meeting is used to assess what worked and what did not work and discuss any actionable takeaways. And lastly is task progress update. This task progress update will be updated by daily, and this aim to share daily progress made on the project task. For project risk, as we know, G1 building is known as an old building for FKNE. So some laboratories may have a pedestrian conditions, so we cannot install any cassette type air conditioner because they may cause the air conditioner to fall down. So to overcome these situations or this problem, we need to use a wall type air conditioner. Next, as we know, G1 building may have a faulty wiring due to the old building, so this can be quite hazard and could affect others electrical and others component. So before we start the air conditioner installation, we need to make a circuit testing and to avoid any short circuit happening. Project timeline is known as a visual overview of your project from the start to finish. As we can see here, this is our project timeline. We have analysis, design, budget planning, and testing.
Hi, my name is Betty Hoyutle, metric number DE190076. I will proceed with this presentation. So this is the floor plan for one of the laboratory in G1 building. This is the symbol for double door. This one is window. This is the student table. So this is the lecturer table. This is the single door. And this is the front area of the lab. This is the back area. After doing some checking, we found out that the laboratories in the G1 building are more suitable if installed with the ceiling type air conditioner such as this one here. So it will be installed in the middle of the laboratory so that the cool air will cover the whole area. And in the classroom, we will install the wall type air conditioner like this one at the back area of the class so that the cool air can be enjoyed by both the students and also the lecturer. One lab will only be installed with one air conditioner. The same goes to the classroom. One classroom, one air conditioner. This floor plan has two air conditioner because this is just to show the installation of the air conditioner. However, this wall type is only for the classroom and this ceiling type is only for the laboratory. Now we move on to the project resources, which is our budget. we estimate a total budget of 27,397 ringgit Malaysia. This cost covers the material cost and also the reserve. The reserve is actually 20% of the total budget estimate. So how do we know we need 4 unit of ceiling air conditioner and also 6 unit of wall type air conditioner? Is because after we discussed with the management of FKEE, we found out that only 4 lab are being actively used and also 6 classrooms are being actively used in the old building of FKE, which is the G1 building. After we do the building checking and also the electrical wiring checking in the building, in the area of the lab and also the classroom, we found out that it is suitable to be installed with the ceiling type air conditioner for the lab and also the wall type air conditioner for the classroom, because the classroom is a small area, so a wall type air conditioner will be sufficient. And since the lab covers a huge area, so we will opt for a ceiling type because it is more energy efficient like that. So the total budget for the material is 22,831. It includes the air conditioner, the refrigerant, the testing tools, the maintenance equipments, and so on. Now we move on to the maintenance schedule template. Actually, this schedule template is not only used for the newly installed air conditioner by us, but it also can be used for the existing air conditioner in the G1 building, for example, in the office and so on. So for the frequency of service, it's once every 4 months for the general service and once per year for the major service. In this template, the technician will need to put on their signature and put on the latest service date after they do the general service or the major service, so that we can keep track of the frequency of service time. This maintenance schedule will be pasted in the classroom and also the lab that are being installed with the new air conditioner or with the existing air conditioner. So we need to put here the aircon type, the location, the installation date. If it's an existing one, we don't need to fill in the installation date.
I will explain the conclusion and recommendation of our project. The main aim in this assignment was to write a management proposal to propose our sector, which is an air conditioner service maintenance and installation project at Faculty of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. First of all, as a top manager, need to have made plans of design process to archive the final development of the PV project. So this project will cover for laboratories in G1 building. This building will schedule a monthly maintenance service to every air conditioning unit in the building's laboratories. Furthermore, this project aims to promote the installation of inverter type air conditioner because it is energy efficient and less harmless to the environment. Last but not least, this will not only benefit to the student and staff of the Faculty of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, but also to the university itself.
So that's all for our presentation today. Thank you so much for your attention, and a huge thanks to our lecturer, Dr. Rohaida, for her guidance throughout this project.